Okay.
I'm asking for your permission.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah, it's on there.
So my name is Scott Billingsley. I'm the Associate Provost, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, meeting with Tasha Ventura and her mother. Tasha, do you give me permission to talk about
Absolutely.
your academic records with your mother?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you have the FERPA form, she also
yes,
mailed
I
out,
did.
okay.
Yeah, it's in, yeah. All right, so how can I help you?
You know why we're here. Come on now.
The whole thing with her being missing.
No, the whole thing is we're looking for accountability. Why are we? Come on, please don't make us go through the whole spiel again. I could pull out the email, we can read it all over, but I'm looking for accountability. Period. End of period. That's just it. I've sent the emails proving, because nobody seems to believe me ever, that I've been begging people to do their jobs here. Begging. Okay? I don't work here. I want some. I'm out of funding. I'm out of time. My lease is up. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I'm looking for a little reciprocity here. Like, it's very simple. Like humans, like, you know.
So my understanding is that your immediate request is to participate in commencement exercises.
That was my request at the beginning of the semester. That's been my request since I've been discussing with you all. My now request is to be done. My first request was to just walk and do whatever other hoops and dances you asked me to do. I had no problem dancing the dance. I had no issue with it. But the lack of respect, the dismissiveness, the condescending, the retaliation, not on just behalf that I feel, but on other teachers and professors as well, because I decided to take recourse into my own hands because I am being played in this place. I cannot abide by it anymore. It is literally crossing into the legal threshold. It is getting out of my hands now.
So the only way a degree can be conferred is if students complete all of the requirements for the degree. And so all of those requirements are listed in the catalog. I believe you started in the fall of 2022, is that correct?
No.
Okay, when
2020.
2020?
Yes.
Okay, so you would be under the fall 2020 catalog. And the degree requirements for your major, you would need to complete all of those. Based on the research, go ahead.
I'll wait.
Based on the research that I've done, it appears that you are currently taking a 3-hour class at Fayetteville State.
I'm taking 6 hours because my advisor told me I needed to.
Okay. It's my understanding that one of those classes will serve as a substitute for one of the graduation requirements for a geography degree. And so if that is the case, and if you successfully pass that class, then you still are lacking one general chemistry lab.
That I applied for 3 times and the school kept dropping me from. But once again, I have to clean up the mess that you all make. I hear everything you're saying are things that I already know. My understanding, which you asked me, but you have yet to respond to my direct, immediate request. These things we have been through.
Okay.
And you have been, yes, I'm aware of these things. When do y'all clean up the mess with me? That's another question.
Well,
We
right
don't?
now, the way to get the degree is to complete the requirements.
I'm doing that and then some. And now I'm out of money because, I hear you, but I need you to respond to the thing that I'm saying. How do, you have the ability and you've done it before. Not saying you, why the registrar says, Scott Billingsley can fulfill that credit for you so you can move on with your life. Sure, then no, absolutely I cannot. Then you tell my mother, I only have the ability to waive 3 credits. So which one is it?
I do not have the ability to waive any graduation requirements.
Okay, so.
At all. I can't waive
So
those.
then, once again, I'm back at this faculty issue. I didn't come up with this narrative. This is what has been specced at me. So now, where does the accountability come in at, is what I'm trying to understand here.
So, again, you will need to complete all of the graduation requirements as outlined in the catalog.
So this is
Oh, no, stop. Because you're saying that I transfer over both my classes, right?
and then she would only get 1
that's
credit,
still,
right? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because it makes no sense. It's still extra money and time I had to spend. That class does nothing for me. I can still graduate without it because I have a cognate class that my old advisor told me to take that is a degree. I don't understand where this, what are y'all not understanding about my advisor misadvised me and it's costing me time and money and y'all just want me to eat that up for breakfast. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. There's a remote sensing class I do not need, but I'm taking and paying for it, and I cannot get my GIS class until I finish paying for that.
Yeah. So here's a section, a passage from the academic catalog regarding academic advising. And it kind of lays out just sort of the basics of, you know, how the academic advising process works.
Okay, I understand.
No, you made me wait here all day for him to say the same thing he's been saying, talking to us like we children, because he's refusing to even respond in kind.
My thing is,
but let me just,
you have a position.
No. Apparently, I work here. Apparently.
You have a position.
No, let him finish. I get it. This is the policy. What else?
So, all students, when they come in, are assigned an academic advisor. First-year students, you know, if you come in as a first-year student, your academic advisor is a professional advisor in the Center for Student Success. And then once you declare a major, then you're transitioned to a
What would be wise if you asked me what I did versus telling me all these things that I know and have done? Like, just like you try to pour into a cup that you don't know how full it is. It would be wise to understand what it is and how much volume is inside of that glass before you go pouring into it. I think that would be wise.
Please explain.
You could just ask me instead of you're talking at me like this is what used to be. I know. I came here, I had Sharon Blue, then I had Rouse, and then he quit to another job, and then I had no one. Then I emailed everyone and their mama who work here and was like, please do your job. Until finally I was in a class that said, meeting with your advisor is part of the classes. And she helped me find out who it was. After a year of no advising. This is the timeline, not the narrative you were just saying that doesn't apply to every person. It's individual case by case. You could just ask me instead of just assuming or talking at me. I don't understand. I don't understand what that is. Like, are we not people?
And
no,
then,
just... I'm gonna let him.
Go ahead, finish explaining.
I'm
Finish explaining. And
Yeah, I mean, I'm just providing this as a resource, but this outlines how the advising process works. And so you begin with a professional advisor, transition to a faculty advisor. But the student is responsible for making sure that they understand what is in the catalog.
So if the student does not understand, I have a question.
No, because I'm going to answer him right here. I did understand fully. Who didn't understand was my new advisor, who I continuously asked him to please check this history class that my old advisor did. Please, can you do this for me? When I went to the registrar office to ask them to do the same thing for me, the things that you guys do because you're faculty, because you get paid to work here, nobody would do that. So you keep trying
What's
to...
that thing called? What did you
keeps,
call it, when they had to go back and look and see what you had left to do?
The audit. That's here nor there. What I'm saying is that when I finally figured out who my advisor was, I had all my ducks in a row. All of them. And that's why I even knew that I had to go here to do this, to do that, to do this. You feel me? I knew exactly what I had to do. That's why I applied for that chemistry lab 3 times that y'all keep trying to overlook. That's not okay. But also, I asked him. I asked the dean, the associate. I asked everybody in the beginning of this. Actually, I asked Philippi last semester. Can you check that history class for me that Rose was talking about? You're gonna have to talk to the registrar. You got to check the registrar. Can you check that class for me? You got to check the registrar. I go to the registrar. Go talk to this person. Go talk to. So now I did have my ducks in a row, and I still got misadvised. So now what? Because it's not a lack of not doing my due diligence. I know how to do what needs to be done. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't come to this point if it didn't feel like I had no other recourse. I've done everything that you're saying that had to be done, that should be done, that is required of me. I have done. Now, what do y'all do? This is what I'm saying. This is not my fault. Philippi has put me in this situation. And you all, this is not a smiling, this is not a laughing matter. This is dead. This is my life. This is my life.
So, again,
let me talk to you like you're a child. Cannot be spoken to like a child. Are you going to talk in kind, or are you going to talk at me or to me?
I'm simply explaining what is required to graduate. That is what
Okay,
you do that.
can you explain to me what do you guys do to clean up your mess? Explain to me how I get reciprocity. How do I get recompense? That's what I want to know. Not the condescending, not the smug face, not the yada yada, but like you've heard my situation. I have not done anything wrong. Why am I still cleaning up the mess behind the faculty here that gets paid to do this? Even the financial aid had me in a situation last semester. Can you buy an umbrella? Be serious. I have a lot of things. All I asked for one thing was a little bit of accountability. So before you talk to me like a child, can you respond to that particular statement without repeating yourself like I'm an idiot?
I cannot respond to that statement. No.
Okay, exactly. Bye.
I'll be out there in a minute, Todd.
So, I don't know what else to say.
My thing is that the advisors are here, they're paid to be here, right? That's part of the job, right? Here is advising the students in the correct. If they don't understand something, they are here to move forward, to help them move forward so that they can graduate, correct?
So,
Correct?
if you'll let me look at this. So, according to the academic catalog, the advisor's role is to assist students in planning a suitable academic program and to maintain a record of progress. The final responsibility for meeting all academic program requirements lies with the student.
Right. But you said in this, right? You said to maintain, right? Maintain back and forth, correspondence, whatever, to make sure that they're on the right path. If she didn't have an advisor for a full year, and then the advisor that she got gave her the wrong, advised her in the wrong information, then how is that right?
Does she have a record of that? Because I have no record that she didn't have an advisor or that her advisor gave her incorrect advice.
Yes, she has records. She has emails back and forth that states that she was asking and trying to figure out who her advisor was. She has multiple emails stating that these people called to talk back to her and said that they were not the advisor and they don't know who is. She just told you that she took a class that you had to be speaking with your advisor for the class, and the teacher helped her find out who it was because she couldn't find out on her own. So what you did hear her say that, right?
I did.
Okay, so then when are you guys taking again accountability for the actions that you have done? You said her one class can come over, right? You said that she has the one chemistry lab that would stop her from graduating. Is that correct?
So she has 4 credit hours right now, aside from the class that she's transferring in from Fayetteville State, an internship, which is 3 credit hours, and a chemistry lab, which is 1 hour. And so once the class from Fayetteville State transfers in and we make that substitution, then she will need to complete the internship and the chemistry lab.
So her advisor told her to take 2 classes that were off campus, right? Which she didn't need to do at all for this.
I don't know.
No, I'm telling you that this is what happened. This is a fact. The fact is that she didn't have an advisor for a whole year. This is a fact. Yes, she has correspondence and she has proof. This is a fact as well. Okay. Yes, that teacher that we were just talking to, that she just turned in her thing, she turned around and gave her 0 credit for turning in an outline on a paper that she clearly outlined. And I looked at the paper and asked him why and tell me if this is not right. He shouldn't get any credit for that. It's retaliation as well as nobody taking accountability for the actions. When do you guys help my child?
So if you believe that she's been retaliated against, that her civil rights have been violated, that laws have been broken, that university policy has been broken, there is a process for addressing that. It's called the student grievance policy. And it's a kind of a detailed
right,
process.
but that's within this institution.
Correct.
Who do I go to about this institution? Who's above you? That's who I need to speak to.
So this is actually for any employee. So if a student believes that any employee, whether it's a faculty member, staff member, whomever, has violated her rights or broken any laws or violated policy, then she can go through that process, and it is a university process that all students have access to.
This university process.
Correct.
Who do I go to about this university? That's what I want to know.
I'm the person to talk to about this right now.
Yeah, and who's above you? That's who I need to speak to.
I report to the provost.
Okay, then that's what I need you to put down. Can you please give me that information?
So you can get the provost information.
I asked
on
you
the
to
website.
please give me that information.
So I can
Does this also go with this paper I have?
Yes, this is just from, about the commencement exercises.
Before I leave, can I also get your card
Mm-hmm.
as well?
You may.
If she's supposed to be in contact with an advisor during her whole time here, then why did she not have an advisor for a whole year, as she was reaching out to try to get one?
I do not know, and I don't know anything about that. I don't know that she didn't have one.
She did not have one, and if there was one, nobody reached out. She has proof that she's reached out to try to figure that out. And how is it that her teachers with the retaliation allowed other people to redo their assignments, and she's the only person in the class that they didn't allow her to redo any of her assignments?
Again, if you believe that retaliation has occurred, then you need to follow the student grievance process. So this is the contact information for the Office of the Provost. I put the email and the phone number down. And then that's my name and position, Scott Billingsley, Associate Provost, and just noting that I'm there.
So then when I do the provost, then I'm going to be talking to you about what you already know.
No. If you want to talk to the Provost, you'll need to make an appointment with her.
And is she in this school, in this institution?
Yes.
So then she's already compromised, because I need to talk to somebody about this institution.
I mean, if you want
Who are y'all accountable to? Who are y'all accountable to?
If you would like to file a complaint with the University of North Carolina system, you'll need to do that through their process. They have a complaint portal, and if you go to northcarolina.edu, you'll be able to find that there.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have an investigator investigate anything, and my lawyer will contact you.
If you are going to retain counsel,
I'm not.
They need to contact our Office of General Counsel.